So the other day I was going through some old photography stuff looking for a film developing canister for last week's video, and I found what I think was my very first camera, and it still had film in it. Now, I can't really remember, but I think this is one of the very first cameras that I ever had. Of course, the film will tell the story. So what could be on this roll of film? Right now it's on frame 13, so I'm gonna have to shoot the rest of this roll if I'm gonna find out. Okay, so holy crap. For you kids out there, do not leave your batteries in your camera for 30 plus years.
Does not turn out pretty, you know?
Wow, you know this camera, I totally remember this camera a long time ago, in this lens cap that just snaps on and off and then dangles there. I totally remember that part of this camera. You know, the on and off switch on the back, and the fact, I guess there's a voice that comes on and says powered on or whatever. I don't know. I mean, this seems a little advanced for the 80s, doesn't it? You know, I don't know. Maybe this isn't my first camera. Maybe I got this in the 90s at some point, and there's a bunch of nude pictures of my ex-girlfriend on there. I don't know. What do you guys think is on this roll of film? Leave your ideas or your thoughts in the comments below. I'm excited to find out, so let's get this thing cleaned up and working. All right, so armed with some vinegar and a toothbrush, I'm going to attempt to clean the battery system up out of this thing and get this thing running so I can shoot the rest of the film and we can see what's on. All right, so I went in and confiscated 2 batteries out of my boy's PlayStation controller or whatever, and we're gonna try this thing out and see if we can get some power out of it. I'm hearing something. I'm getting a green button or green light, but no power on it. It's not actually taking a photo or anything. Inside of this thing, it's just so corroded and nasty that so it's got a little button down here that I can rewind the spool of film. It says that it's wound. Should I or shouldn't I open it up? I'm going to. What the hell, right? This is color negative film, 400 MC color negative film, Pro 400 MC negative film. I have no idea what this is. Hopefully there's something on here to scan, and I will meet up with you. Don't want to do that into the vinegar. That's like a stop bath. Okay, I will meet up with you once this is finished in the office on the computer box. Alrighty, so I just got the call from Garland Camera that my old roll of film has been processed and scanned, and it's ready to go. All right, well, that definitely isn't what I expected. There is an ex-girlfriend on there, and the film was shot sometime in the mid-90s, but I have to say the photos leave a little bit to be, I don't know, you know what? Let me do some work on these images in Lightroom, and then after I'm finished, we'll go over the befores and afters so you can actually see what happens to film when you leave it in a camera half exposed, half baked, if you will, for over 25 years. Alrighty, so I think that is good enough. Now, before I forget, if you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to hang out with me more and shoot more film and do more filmy type of things, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate that too. Now, if you want to see what 25-plus-year-old unexposed film looks like, it's time for the slideshow. All right, well, that's it. Pretty anticlimactic, huh? No artsy photography on that roll of film, and unfortunately, no naked ex-girlfriends. Hopefully, however, this wasn't a complete waste of your time, and you've gotten to see what unexposed film seen in a camera for 25 years looks like when it's been processed, and more importantly, you know what a camera looks like when you leave the batteries in it for decades.
To just corrode and get nasty. Yuck!
All right, so thanks so much for hanging out with me today and keeping me company. And I would love to know what you think of this whole process and the images that we got from our 25-year-old undeveloped film. And I will see you next time on the Pixels and Grain Photo Show.